Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
While a majority of individual American states still retain the death penalty, the American government itself hasn't executed anyone since 2003. But as with so many other things under the Trump presidency, that is now changing. 5 federal inmates, all found guilty of murdering children, are scheduled to be put to death in December. President Trump's Attorney General said they owed it to the victims and families to carry out the sentence.
It's been 16 years since America's federal government sent a criminal to their death on a bed like this. Until now, and a bolt from the blue announcement today from the US Justice Department. For the first time since 2003, the federal government intends to execute 5 prisoners starting in December. Of the 62 federal inmates currently on death row, this 5 have been chosen for killing children and the elderly. Today, Trump's senior advisor said the government wanted to move quickly.
We're actually hopeful that some legislation can be introduced and passed on a bipartisan basis like it was last year.
The death penalty is used in 25 American states, with 10 executions this year, though 21 states don't use it. However, the US president certainly thinks it works.
And we believe criminals who kill police officers should get the death penalty.
It's almost 500 days until America goes to the polls. Now, that may seem like a long time, but this is certainly a town on an election footing. Summer recess starts on Capitol Hill in a week, and yet the Trump administration is keeping up the pressure. Support for the death penalty among Republicans runs at almost 80%. With this policy, they're clearly trying to energize their base. Democratic presidential candidates condemned the move. Elizabeth Warren and Beto O'Rourke today opposed it. Kamala Harris too, here condemning it as immoral and deeply flawed. This anti-death penalty campaigner lists its problems.
There's more African Americans on death row than there are as a percentage of the population. So we know that the death penalty is racially biased. Lives are at stake. In the modern era of the death penalty, 166 people that we know of have been exonerated from death row. And so the fact that there's that many people who were sitting on death row, many of them who already had received death sentences and execution dates, who were later exonerated.
Like this man we spoke to.
I spent 2 years on death row for a crime I didn't commit, and so did 165 other men and women in the United States. The federal government shouldn't be executing anyone. The only thing that should be executed is the death penalty itself.
The 5 will be executed at Terre Haute in Indiana. Before them, there have only been 3 since the death penalty was reinstated in 1976. In one fell swoop, the president intends to almost treble the number of executions in modern US history at the start of an election year. Today we learned more about how the president wants to be defined. Allegra Stratton, News at 10, Washington.